Welcome to another Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us this week on our Connection show. We have people come in every week to talk about various organizations and different events and so forth that's coming up around our viewing area. We have a lot of organizations, and we do appreciate them coming in and hopefully informing you of some of the things that are available to you or some of the events that are coming up. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk with a young lady about the Boone County Senior Center.
These are the drones you're looking for at 30% off regular retail prices.
No, Joey Warren Kenobi. Can you say up to 50% off of retail prices?
50% is too much of a good deal.
But Joey Warren Kenobi, 50% is what we're known for. See, kids, 50% is better.
All the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've got no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Back on Connection on TKO8 Television, our first guest today on the show is Chris Kendall. Chris is in charge of the Boone County Senior Center, and we do appreciate you coming in. We got that little one back going again, didn't we? Had a little problem last week. We tried to get you in here. That's good. Really wanted to have you come in and talk about the Boone County Senior Center does so many great things for seniors in this area, and we're going to let Chris kind of bring us up to date a little bit, and then a special thing that we want to talk about as well. The Boone County Senior Center, funding-wise, how are you funded? Is it through the state, or how do you get funding?
We receive grants.
Okay.
We receive 49% of our funding from state and federal grants.
Okay.
But the other 51% is through client contributions when they come in and use our services. We ask for donations for all of our services, but we never charge a fee for any of our services. And so the clients contributing as they come in, and then donations as people see fit to give donations, and then fundraisers throughout the year. We are also supported by United Way.
Yes.
And so that helps tremendously. Right. And the Quorum Court also donates some of our funding as well.
Oh, good. So you basically, it's for people, seniors in the Boone County. Is that correct?
Yes.
Recently, you had a pretty major renovation program where you added more space out there. So how did you come up with, was that through grant money, or how did you come up with that money for that?
It was a combination of grants and just people giving donations. And,
really?
And yes.
Wow.
And fundraising.
You added a lot of space, didn't you? What was your major part of space? What did you, I haven't been out there since you redid it.
We added an additional dining room area, and then office spaces for the staff, and a conference room off to the side.
Wow, well, that had to help a lot, I'm sure.
It did.
You were
yes.
a little tight in the area where they were serving food and so forth. That wasn't a very big area there, and I know you were packing them in there.
And you know, we fill that area now, even with the expansion. There's days that we serve, for Thanksgiving lunch, we served over 170 people.
Wow.
in the center for lunch. And so that was wonderful to see so many people come in. On a daily basis, we serve anywhere from 70 to 100 people that come into the center just for lunch.
How does it work? I mean, so if you're over 60, or basically you're invited to come out?
Yes, if you're over 60 or your spouse is over 60, you would both qualify. So if a spouse is 60 but the other spouse is 55, they would still be able to come in together and utilize the services.
Okay. What are some of the, other than obviously the meal, what are some of the other things that you do for the seniors out there?
We offer social activities, and so just coming into the center and socializing. We offer exercise programs for people to come in and exercise. We have a full gym with a lot of equipment, and so People can come in Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30, to utilize the exercise equipment at their convenience.
Okay, so that's you got these. I'm assuming they probably have a lot of the same people come out every day. Is that true? I mean,
We do, yes.
Then you have obviously new people in and out, coming in and out, and there's no cost to the seniors.
Correct. There's no cost. We never charge a fee for any of our services, but we ask donations for all. We provide transportation services to anyone in Boone County.
Okay.
And then we also have the Meals on Wheels
Yes,
program, the home delivered meals, and we're up to about 90 people that we're serving on a daily basis. So.
Wow. I know that you've had the Meals on Wheels program for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
So roughly 90 people that can't get out, either not able to or don't have transportation, they take the meals out. Now, did they take those out like at lunchtime or afternoon, or when do you deliver?
At lunchtime. It kind of depends on where the person is on the route. We leave the center at 10 a.m. and sometimes don't get back until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
So the latest meal would be received, between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. But it is a lunchtime, a time frame around the lunchtime. So.
Okay. I know, I'm sure some of the people like yourself are paid employees, but you use volunteers as well, don't you?
We do. We have several volunteers, and I can't tell you right offhand how many volunteers we have, but and everyone does a different part. We have home delivered meal drivers. They use their own vehicle to take meals out to people that we can't reach with our home delivered meal truck, and then and we have 3 different routes that we use the volunteers for, and we're growing all the time, and so volunteers are always welcome and needed at the center. We can use volunteers in the kitchen or out in the center itself just to help with cleaning and things like that. Fundraising, we could always use people to help with that as well.
I know you do a lot of activities out there, fun things for the seniors to do. Do you still take trips sometimes, like during the? I mean, I know you used to do that. Tell a little bit about that.
Yes. The seniors enjoy going to a casino every month, and so we pick a different casino to go to every month, and then we go on other trips as well. For example, to Branson to the shows, and a lot of times they'll have the shows will change, and so we'll go to the one show at one time of the year, and then we'll go back for Christmas shows or something like that. But the Branson shows are wonderful because they offer a special rate for our seniors, and because we go as a group, we always get a special rate.
So do you have how do you gather them all together? Do you have a van or a bus, or how do you transport?
We have 2 12-passenger vans at the moment. We're possibly going to get a 3rd van in June or July, which is part of our fundraising efforts. We have a cost share on that, and we'll have to raise $9,000 for us to get that 3rd van, and of course it'll be a newer van and easier for the seniors to get in and out of, which is really important. That sometimes they have trouble getting into the vans that we have, and so it's really important to have that other van, and we're growing so much that that 3rd van is really needed. The trips that we go on, but we also provide the transportation service during the day to seniors who can't drive or are just not comfortable driving anymore. Whether they've been instructed by a doctor not to drive or they've chosen not to drive. We provide transportation to anyone in Boone County, and there again, that's a donation base. We never charge a fee, and we never turn anyone away who cannot give that donation.
Wow, that's a big asset to these seniors, because just like having to go maybe to the pharmacy or to the doctor for an appointment or whatever, that saves them. I know we do have taxi service here, but that saves them a lot of money, and I'm sure they're much more comfortable with like your people coming to get them and take them back home and so forth. So it's a big service for the seniors.
It is. There was just an example is that someone who lives out in the county had to come to town quite regularly, and another transportation service, they said that our service was going to save them $80 a month.
Wow, that's a lot of savings.
You know, it is,
that is
for
a lot. For fixed
senior
income. Yeah.
Right. A lot of seniors are on a very limited income, and so $80 a month for them is, you know, that's a choice between, you know, a meal and going to where they need to go. So
hold your little box up here in front of you, and let's tell what is this?
This is a change box that we have at several different businesses within Harrison, and this is, if you see this box, just drop your change into the top here. This is our Changes food program. You know, it says change is good, but it is good, but it's also food for these seniors out there that just can't afford meals, or, you know, they're homebound, and they just.
That's good. So when you see that red box out there, if you have, everybody always has change. I don't even like change in my pocket, so that's a good place to put it. And I'm glad we got about 3 minutes. I want to talk about your Subaru Share the Love event. What's that?
Yes, the Subaru Share the Love event is a yearly event. Subaru donates $250 per Subaru that is either sold or leased now through January 3rd. And they have 4 major charities that they contribute to. Meals on Wheels America is one of those. And so if you are in the market for a new vehicle, you go to Subaru, you tell them that you would like to share the love and make a donation to Meals on Wheels America, and that would help to support the senior center. We get a portion of whatever is donated, and Subaru donates a minimum of $250,000 to each of the 4 charities.
Wow.
And so you know, the more people that go out and purchase or lease a Subaru through now through January 3rd, and tell them that Meals on Wheels America is their charity of choice, then Subaru will donate funds to that organization.
Wow, that's a great program. So if you're in the market for a vehicle, particularly a Subaru, make sure you mention that, because Meals on Wheels is a fantastic program, and obviously it takes a lot of money to operate it. So that'd be a big help to you, and I'm sure that's all over. They do this as a national program.
It is a national program.
So that's fantastic. Well, we've about run out of time here. Did we cover everything? I didn't want to make sure I didn't. What's your operation hours? What's your hours at?
Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We will be closed on the 23rd, which is Friday, and the 26th, which is Monday, in observance of Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Yeah.
So.
But otherwise, if you're a senior out there and you've never been to the Boone County Senior Center, it's really a neat place to go, because they have lots of activities. They have, obviously, they serve lunch every day, Monday through Friday, for, you know, if you can make a donation. If you can't afford to, obviously, that's okay. But they have great food, and it's just super value. But more than that, the camaraderie of all the seniors getting together, and they have a lot of activities planned and otherwise that you can take advantage of out there and spend the day, or spend half a day or hours or whatever you have. And if you don't have any transportation out there as a senior and you'd like to go, well, give them a call. What's your phone number out there?
It is 870-741-1505.
Okay, so they would just call that number.
Yes.
Okay, well, I appreciate it very much. Chris, thank you so much for coming in. I'm glad you had a chance to come in and talk about the Senior Center. Keep us posted, and if there's other activities along the way and you'd like to bring us up to date, well, give us a call or send us an email, and we'll have you back on the show. And happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk with a young man about another opportunity for people in need, particularly this time of the year on Connection. Okay. Very good. Let me unhook your mic. You did a great job. Thank you.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Introducing 2 new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on our show today. Our second guest in the studio is from Ozark Opportunities Incorporated, and we have Blaine Lawrence with us. Thank you so much, Blaine, for coming in. We got your notification of your program coming up, and I thought timing-wise would be a good time, because a lot of people maybe don't know about Ozark Opportunities, kind of the things you do. Before we talk about this specific, just a brief on Ozark Opportunities, kind of what you do.
We're a private nonprofit organization. We're a community action agency, Dennis. We've been around in the community for over 50 years now. We have several programs that we run. One of the most common is the Head Start program here in Harrison and our other 6 counties that we service. We also do the Home Energy Assistance Program, which I think we're going to talk about today.
I forget about, and we've had actually people from your organization here numerous times to talk about Head Start, and I don't think sometimes about Ozark Opportunities being the entity for Head Start. Of course, that's a big program and very valuable program from around the area. The heating assistance program that we're going to talk about, is this something new? Is this something that's been going on for some time?
This has been going on for some time. I would say long before I came to the area, so yes. For time.
The Ozark Opportunities Incorporated, how are you funded?
We are federally funded through the state for the Home Energy Assistance Program. So what comes into the state then is passed through the state offices and distributed among the 16 different community action agencies within the state.
Okay, so there's 16 locations across the state of Arkansas. Now, what's your service area for here?
We service 6 counties. We service Baxter, Boone, Marion, Newton, Searcy, and Van Buren County.
Okay, which is pretty typical for a lot of the nonprofits around here. That seems to be kind of the counties, either 4 to 6 counties that they take care of. Let's talk about the program a little bit, to kind of explain the program, if you would.
Okay, so we've announced our winter regular or non-emergency home energy assistance program. It's to assist low-income households cope with the high cost of electricity or fuel used for heating. It begins January 9th. And it'll run until March 31st or until our funds have been depleted.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big thing. I think in the past I've seen in your notices it gives a ending date, but it also gives a stipulation that depending on how many people are using it, you could actually run out of the funds since it is a funded program type thing. And so if I want to use this, how do I go about it?
Okay. When January 9th comes around, if you live in one of our 6 county service areas, just stop by one of our outreach offices, pick up an application. You'll need to fill that out. You'll need a proof of identification. Photo ID is usually the best form. We'll need all proof of income for all those working in the home. If you don't work or if you're on Social Security or disability or anything like that, you'll need to bring in a copy of your award letter, and you'll need to bring in your utility bills as well. Okay. That would be your electric bill along with your heating utility if you have something other than electric, such as propane or natural gas.
Okay. Now, the bills that they're going to bring in, is that for like a previous 3 months, or how many bills do they have?
We usually say the most recent bill, because we just need to verify service location off of that and their account number on where to send the proper funding to. Okay, so they can just bring the month previous to when they came in. So, so they're going to bring this in. They're going to fill out the application. From that point, you look at how's this calculated? How do you calculate how much I'm going to get? Okay. benefit amount, there's two ways. First, your income eligibility is based on your household size and your income. So if you are income eligible, then we take your household size and your monthly countable income, and there's a payment chart. So within the past few years, the average payment has been between $125 and $140.
Okay. All right. Now, so if I come in and I bring the proper information, fill out the papers, show you my previous month's bill, then for the next, when I get my bill next time, is that bill sent to you, or do I get the bill, obviously, probably, and then do I bring it to, or how do you reimburse?
Okay, it's a one-time assistance per program per year.
Okay.
So we have the regular assistance and crisis assistance.
Okay.
And crisis will start February 6th. These are for those presenting with a shut-off or disconnect notice, or have already been shut off, or their wood supply or propane is nearly depleted. When you bring that bill in, we just take a copy of it, or on the crisis, we keep the shut-off notice, and it's paid directly to the supplier. So there won't be any more reoccurring payments after that, since it's just a one-time benefit amount.
It's just a one-time thing.
Yes.
Okay. So if it was a crisis situation where somebody's going to get cut off, it's just going to postpone that at least for a given period of time. Is that true?
We can make a pledge. If they come in with a crisis and they're due to be shut off, they have to come in within 7 days of their disconnect notice. We can, if they are eligible and they are eligible for the benefits, we can make a pledge to Entergy or Black Hills or Anderson's Propane, and they will either come out and fill the tank if it's Anderson's, or if it's Entergy, they will delay the shut off until they receive payment.
Okay, so that's the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly, I mean, let's just from a family income scale, just give me an idea of kind of where you talk. What's the maybe bottom or the top max or average or
for income eligibility?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Family size of one, monthly countable income has to be under $1,576. Average family, say a family size of 4, they need to be under $3,024 a month.
Okay. Well, that's actually more than I thought. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good ceiling, actually.
And with me today, I have up to a family size of 10, which is $4,355, and it can go up.
It can go up. Okay. Well, in past Blaine, in past years, do you, for your 6-county operating area here, do you normally have enough funding, or does it kind of depend on the winter? The weather
depends on the winter a lot, as we saw last year. Last year was a very mild winter. Mm-hmm. This year it's already becoming quite cold.
Frigid,
so it truly depends on the winter, on how the funding goes.
Yeah, that's what I would assume so too. Do you? I know there's a lot of great programs out there, and that's actually why we do this show and try to introduce programs to the people in our viewing area that are watching. But do you, is this type of program something that you feel like you're reaching a pretty good majority of the people that are in need, or do you think some people don't maybe come in for various reasons? Just in conversations with the people, I'm just saying.
I think we're actually reaching quite a high percentage of the people that need this help. If they need help, they know about us.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here today, is to get the word out for those that might not know. If you might need help with your electric bill for heating or your propane bill, that's why we're here. If you're income eligible, come in and apply.
Right. One thing too, and a good thing about it, I know a lot of the agencies, and I'm sure you're the same way, whether we're talking about child abuse or we're talking about the elderly or whatever, most of the time you've kind of got a circle of organizations that deal with those individuals, if you know what I'm saying. And so I'm sure that other organizations that are dealing with people in need, either because of lack of income or unemployed or sickness or whatever, they're also referring, if you need some help, here's a shot to get some help during winter months, type thing. So that helps you too.
Yes,
I'm sure
it does.
get the word out there. Other services, basically, is that what Ozark Head Start obviously is a big one, but do you have any other services that you guys deal with?
We have some more programs that we're looking into and things like that, and we're trying to expand.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. So with 6 counties, gosh, with this heating program, I would think, particularly with a winter that's starting like it is right now, we're talking about a lot of funding. I mean, that takes quite a bit of funding, doesn't it?
It truly depends. The state divides that up among the 16 CAP agencies, and it's dispersed throughout our 6-county area.
Okay. Do they give you a formula or something that you have to deal with?
Not on how to
not on disbursements. They
no.
do not. Okay. I'm assuming that the 16 locations across the state, it probably depends on county populations and stuff.
I believe so. The state deals with that.
Sure, you don't have to worry about that.
No, I don't.
Is anything else? We got a couple minutes. Blaine, anything else you want to mention about your program down there? You're located where? Tell them.
Here in Boone County, we're located on 406 Highway 43 East. If you've been in the Harrison area or Boone County area, it's the old H&R Block building.
Okay.
It's right across from the Millbrook building.
Okay.
In Baxter County, we're located in the Bradley Shopping Center on Bradley Drive. It's 1318 Bradley Drive, Suite 16. You can contact Terry there at 870-425-5118. Here in Boone County, our phone number is 870-741-2089. Lon is in Marion County, and he has recently moved from off of the square to 300 West 11th Street. It's over by Yaleville Summit Schools.
Okay.
And his number is 870-449-6250. Newton County, we're there at 506 West Court in Jasper, and that's the health department.
Right.
And we're only there on Tuesdays.
In Newton County.
You're right.
Okay.
And you can call 870-446-2222 to get a hold of that location, or you can call our Boone County number.
Okay.
Anne Marie is in Searcy and Van Buren County. She's only open on Tuesdays in Searcy County, and that's in Marshall.
Right.
It's on Ruff Street. It's right behind the First Security Bank.
Okay.
And her phone number is 870-448-2414, and she's in the courthouse annex on 100 Success Drive in Clinton.
Okay.
And her number there is 501-745-2437.
Good. So you got pretty easy to look at, and obviously, if somebody can't remember all those, they can just call this number, and you can refer them to the right number.
Yes.
So, well, great. That's good information. I really appreciate you coming and talking to us today, and hopefully people see the show that didn't understand the program or what Ozark Opportunities actually does. They'll know now. Not only is it Head Start, but obviously you help a lot of people. Right. That need help when it comes to the heating bills and so forth. Looks like we're going to have to keep that heat on for at least a little while.
A little bit.
Blaine, thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate it very much, and keep us informed as we go forward. And if you need to come back in and talk about other programs, well, certainly give us a call. We appreciate it. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Dennis. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us on Connection today. We hope we brought some information to you perhaps you didn't know about. Join us each week as we have these individuals come in and talk about what should be important to you on Connection.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Introducing 2 new families of ATVs from Yamaha. the all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATV.